Today we are going to talk about exceptions. Let's begin with what are exceptions. Exceptions are the errors that occurs while executing your program. Let's say you are driving on a road and the road is clear, you reach your destination safely without any trouble. This is called executing program without any exception. But life is not same all the days. On one fine day when you're driving on a road, you see a scene like this. It's quite funny, but things like this happen, and what you need to do is take a detour. So the accident that you saw on a road is called exception because you didn't expect it to happen, but it did. And your action of taking a detour is called handling exception. Okay, so see, these kind of accidents happen when you're writing code as well. So let's go over some of the basic exceptions. I'm going to bring up idle here and we'll see some basic exceptions. The first one is dividing a number by 0. When you do that, you get 0 division error exception because you cannot divide number by 0. You basically get infinity. Another one is when you try to concatenate string with a number. It says can't convert integer object to string explicitly. Whenever you see this kind of traceback, it refers generally to an exception. Okay, and whenever exception occurs, your program terminates execution. This is called crash. Your program crashed. Okay, now we are going to write a program in PyCharm to show you how to handle exceptions. This program is very simple. It takes two numbers as an input. In fact, what I'm going to do is just copy my code to save time on recording. As you see here, all we are doing is taking two inputs from a user and dividing that number and printing the division. Okay, if you execute this program and you enter normal two numbers, it works fine. It says my division is 2.0 as you see here. Okay, but what happens when you have scenario like this? Again, you're dividing a number by 0 and you get a crash. Now, interesting thing to notice here is when the crash happened, it stopped execution of program at this point. You do not see a print statement, this print statement being executed. Now, if you are writing a huge program, let's say 1,000-line program, and this kind of situation happens in the middle, your program will terminate the execution in the middle, which is not good. What you want to do is you want to handle the exception. It is like you're driving on a road, you see an accident and you just drive back home. You generally don't do that, right? You don't terminate your plan in between. You find alternate way, which is a detour, and you still reach the destination. Same thing should happen while writing a program as well. And for doing that, you have to handle the exception. And the way you handle the exception is by writing try catch. So you will say try, and then here you will say except. So try colon, and the block of program that you expect could possibly generate exception, you should put it in except block. So between try and except, you should have that code. Okay, so the syntax here is accept exception as E. Okay, and you will say okay, print exception occurred, and you want to just let's first print the exception and see what happens when you run this program. Okay, I'm entering the number and it is saying name Z is not defined. Okay, this was another problem. So okay, what I'm doing is if I cannot divide number by 0, I'm initializing Z as none. When you do this, see here, interesting thing to notice is it executed the program without any crash. You did not see those red lines here. You are seeing division is whatever, right? So if you have, let's say, 100 lines of code written below this line, it will all get executed if you handle exception this way. Okay, so this program now is pretty stable. It works with normal scenarios where the exception don't happen. It also works with the scenarios where exceptions do happen. So this program never crashes. So that's the benefit of handling an exception. Now here I'm handling an exception which is a very generic exception. What you want to do is you want to handle a very specific exception. So for example, this exception is actually called zero division error. Okay, and when that happens, you can directly write division by zero exception. Okay, you don't need to even print it. This way you expect specific situation and you handle that specific situation. It is not a generic way of handling things. Okay, if you have to compare this code with our real life example of accident and detour, then the code will look like this. You're driving, you encounter an exception of accident, and the way you handle it is by taking a detour. Okay, let's now talk about how to handle multiple exception. This program is already handling zero division error exception. But let's say by mistake, when you take the number from the console, you forget to convert it to an integer. So now what I'm doing is I'm dividing. This x will be a string, by the way. When you enter something from the console, it is by default a string, which you need to convert it to an int. But let's say you don't do that. And let's see what happens. Okay, so I'll just enter normal numbers here. Wow, you saw it crashed because you cannot divide string with integer. So what should we do here? First of all, if you want to handle this exception, you want to figure out which exception type that is. Okay, so you'll first write. So let's first cover how to figure out the type of exception. You will say you'll just handle it as a generic exception first of all, because you don't know the exact name, right? Okay, so that's why you will say print exception type, and my exception type here would be, this is how you figure out the type of exception, dot underscore underscore name. Okay, let's run this. Again, we are getting the same thing here, so you have to always say this. I'm going to move this on the right hand side. The way you move this on the right hand side is you will say, okay, it's probably not visible, so I'm going to make the screen smaller and say move to right. Okay, so now you can see what's being executed. All right, when we run this program and you enter, now it is saying exception type is type error. So you know what is the exception type, so let's put type error here, and here you can say type error exception. Okay, when you run this, you say 4 divided by 2, you get type error exception. If you run this and then upon noticing this exception, obviously you will examine your code, you will fix it, and then when you run it again, it just starts working fine. Also, if you have divide by zero exception, then also it will handle it. So this will pretty much handle all kind of cases. So that was the basic intro on exception. Thanks for watching.